Hey everybody, it's Rachel from Wraps by Rachel, and today I went to two different used bookstores. It's the same company, but just two different locations. And I also went to a place that's new for me called Ollies, and I also went to Joann Fabrics. So I had a coupon and I bought a couple things also new to me. And so let's go ahead and get into it. Mostly I have a book haul here. I'm going to start with my little golden books, and then I'm going to move into the non-little golden books and tell you what I plan to do with them. Okay. So as you know, I have a little golden books collection, and I found some books that were new to me. We have the Fairy Princess featuring Barbie. These are in alpha order, by the way. We have Barbie Picnic Surprise, Dr. Dan, the Bandage Man. I already own this book, but I think this one is in better shape than the one that I have. And this particular one, it is an A copy, and that means that it is one of the first printings of this book. And so that's exciting. The bandages that came glued to the front, those are not there anymore. That would make this book very, very valuable. But those aren't there. There is a little bit of some, pen mark on it, a little bit of love, a little bit of writing in it. But as I flip through the other pages, it is not here. And this is copyright 1950, and as I said, this is in really good shape, so I'm super excited about this particular find. We have this copy of Hansel and Gretel, and I'm just looking. This one, copyright 1954. I mean, look at the gorgeous drawings in this. This is great. This is in pretty good shape too. We have the little golden Mother Goose. This is not quite as vintage. It is the 17th printing from 1979, but I don't have this one, so I'm excited. The Magic Friend Maker. I'm going to put this kind of mid-70s, just looking at the art here. So let's see. Oh no, 1966, and it is the second printing from 1977. See, I'm right. So they probably changed the artwork to update it for the 70s. That just screams 1970s to me. Okay, I am super excited about this one. We have The Night Before Christmas. This is definitely an older copy. You can tell by the back. And I mean, I do have one that has this same set of drawings to it, but this particular one, it is copyright 1949, and I'm looking to see when this particular one may have actually been printed. This has D, so this would be a fourth printing of this book. This I'm crazy excited about. We have the Little Paper Doll Wedding. Now, the actual paper dolls, as you can see, the little tearing, the little paper dolls are not there, but the story itself is in really good condition. And here's more of the little paper doll accessories that were sort of ripped out, but the story itself is intact. And this is copyright 1954, and I can't really tell which printing this was, but this is adorable. We have Pokey Little Puppies Special Day. I have a lot of different Pokey Puppy books, but I don't have this one. This is copyright 1989, so not super old. That's perfectly fine. The back cover is the first time I've seen a cover like this, so that's pretty special. Okay, I have a couple of Raggedy Ann books. We have Raggedy Ann and Fido. This one is 1969. Can't quite tell which printing this is, but that's all right. We have Raggedy Ann and Andy and the little gray kitten. This is from, they've got the Roman numerals, so I gotta think about it. 1975. This is actually, that's the original copyright. This is the 6th printing from 1980. I got a couple of the Star Wars books. I think I already have these, but that's okay because I have a friend that I want to make stuff with. So Star Wars New Hope, Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back, Star Wars Revenge of the Sith. This next one, really special. This is Walt Disney's Uncle Remus. This is, you know, it's a little beat up. The edges are a little beat up. The cover, I don't know if you can see how that's like cracking. And this says copyright 1946, 1947. That doesn't mean that's when this was printed though. This has I, so A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. So that would be the 9th printing. It still has kind of the older style backing on it. So I'm gonna have to look up. I've got a book that tells me how old things are and how much things are worth. Now that book is like 10, 15 years old, is the last publishing of that book, but it will help me date this book right here. Okay, moving along. We have Whales. Where is the bear at? This is not a golden book. This is a happy day book, but this is called God is in the Night, and I think I'm going to use this to make a gift for my friend Laura. She loves the color purple, and she's a fairly spiritual person, and I think that she will appreciate if I make a journal out of this for her. Okay, so that's all the little golden books. So the next books, I'm going to be making either journals. Some of them will be for myself. Some of them will be like art journals. This one, crop production. Look at the spine there. So I'm going to pull this open here. This particular book is, it's like a more of a college textbook type thing. Revised edition 1957, and I'm gonna kind of hold this up so you can see. All right, so between the first WonderBooks store, which was in Hagerstown, Maryland, and the second one, which was in Frederick, I stopped at a sit-down restaurant to, you know, have a little treat for myself. And basically I went ahead and altered this book and I completed it. So you can see how basically I did like first 5-6 pages are intact, the first 6 pages at the end, last 6 pages are intact. And then I did keep 2 pages, rip 7 pages, keep 2 pages, rip 7 pages. So now I have a lot of room to be able to do pockets or art journaling, that sort of thing. And what I also did, I'm super psyched about this book. I'm definitely gonna make this into like a journal for myself to keep track of my gardening stuff. And I think that the crop production is perfect for that. What I also did, these are some of the pages that when I did the rip 7 pages out, maybe there was a page that had something that was kind of cool or sort of special about it. And so I set some of the pages aside so that I can paste some of these cool things back into the book, because some of the pages that are still left over may be kind of boring. So then I would paint this over with some gesso to be able to write over it, paint over it, paste stuff, and then perhaps I would cut like this cool little graph out and paste this back here into the book. So that's my plan for this. I'm gonna set this to the side because I'm gonna be working on this later today. This next one is so cool. I love it. Even the guy who's checking me out was like, oh my God, checking me out at the register, like not checking me out, but getting the total of how much I owe the store. He was like, cool, this book is so cool. Look at this, it's called Lawn Care. It is textured. This is like raised. We have this really cool spine. You can kind of hear me kind of running my fingers over the texturing. This book was $4, which, you know, is a little bit more than maybe I usually spend on a book. But it's actually a 2-ring binder. And then it has this little book that is a stapled book inside. Some of the pages are super crazy cool. Like look at this guy kind of, you know, putting probably like DDT on his lawn there. So I'm gonna take the staples out and I'm gonna figure out what pages I want, what pages I don't want, and then I'll add other stuff to here. And I'm just super psyched about Lawn Care because that is just like a crazy find. Okay, so let me put that one to the side. So the next one, you know, kind of a theme here, more of a textbook. We have the Handbook of Livestock Equipment, and look at this cover. Is that fabulous or what? Again, a $6 book, more than I usually spend. I did have a coupon for $5 off. They have like a loyalty program, so every time you go in, you get a little punch on your card. But look at the cool pages inside of here. This is just really, really neat. So most of these pages are just drawings of different kinds of equipment. I mean, there's a little bit of stuff where there's some writing, but most of this is charts and graphs and pictures of different kinds of cattle guards and stuff like that. And so I will be able to, whatever I rip out of here, I will definitely be able to use for like other journals as kind of weird ephemera to do stuff with. I mean, come on, look how cool that is, right? I mean, cool, right? And then I will use this as an art journal also. Okay. So this book is going to be a gift for my friend Maria, my work bestie. She's really into astrology. So this is Let's Learn About Astrology. And it has some really cool graphs and things that I guess if you're a astrology person, all of this means stuff to you. And I think that this is what I'm going to do is I'm going to give her this book just to have, because some of this, I mean, like, this is weird, like this Scorpio weirdo lady on the front, that's like going to give me nightmares. But I'm going to give her this book because she had asked me if I found any cool astrology books to go ahead and get that for her. So I'm going to do that. I'll let her read this, and then I'll ask her if she wants me to make something for her out of this. I think this would make a really cool journal for her. But maybe she wants to just keep this as it is. So I'm going to give her that choice. And let's go ahead and set that to the side. Okay, so this is a gift from my sister. This book I spent $2 on. This is one of the books from the 70s or early 80s. It must be from 1977, volume 4, number 6, because it has Fawns, that's Friends of the National Zoo. Fawns Board of Directors, 1975 to 1976. That's here on the inside cover. So I'm guessing that's around the time frame that this is printed. all kinds of cool pictures of the first pandas that we had here in the United States, Ling Ling and Sing Sing. When we were children, I want to say I was maybe 10, so that would mean that my sister was like 8. We used to live in Southern Virginia, Southwest Virginia, Radford. And I remember we did a family trip to Washington, D.C., and we got to see the pandas. This is one of the red pandas. It's different species of panda, but still a panda. Look at that with the little paw and everything. But I'm going to send this to her as a gift, and I think she'll really appreciate it. Pandas are her favorite animal, and there'll be memories of the trip that we had, and I love my sister, and I'm going to send this to her. Okay. All right, so moving along, we have weather forecasting as a hobby. I love the colors on this, and the back is really cool. This is kind of a thin spine, so if I make it into a journal, I have to do a new spine. Like, look how cool that is. So let's see. There's a foreword from Carol Reed, who is a CBS weather forecaster. This is copyright 1962. Sweet. This also has some really, it has like cool pictures in it. Nice and colorful, not everything. Some of it's black and white. Here's like a weather satellite there. And there's people in front of the big, supercomputer to try and, interpret everything. It's just super cool. Look at that. I'm psyched about that. So that's to the side. Okay, so in the continuing saga of cool stuff that Rachel found today. What a fun day off, right? Francis Perry, Flowers of the World, published in collaboration with the Royal Horticultural Society. This is you can see, this is a really big book. It's nice and thick, and you look at the illustrations that are in here. I mean, every page just has these beautiful, field guide. I'm gonna set that aside. Field guide, like, there's apparently lots of little cards in here. Well, more. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna flip through this really carefully because something that I knew was in here has dropped to the floor. I even had a little conversation with that guy who was checking me out. Let me see if there's anything else that's tucked away in here. Like, I knew there was this one thing tucked in here, but I didn't know those cards were there, so that's pretty cool. Is that it? Come and do it this way. Oh, I guess that's it. Anyhow, what I'm planning on doing with this, I'm gonna make this into a journal. I'll do my keep 2 pages, rip 10 pages out sort of thing. That'll make a really nice, huge journal. And then I can fussy cut these different images of what I pull out, and use them for, various other projects. For something where, like, let's say these are the 2 pages that I did not rip out. Then I'm going to take gesso and I'm just going to cover the print, and then I have places to write and to journal on and have these beautiful pictures. Okay, so let's look and see what just fell out of here. Here are some kind of like some other book, like little cards. These are cool. No idea that this was in here. This is just a piece of paper with some scribbles on it, so I'm guessing that somebody was using these kind of like almost like a bookmark. Definitely setting those aside. That's neat. I like when you get special stuff inside, but this is crazy weird. Look at this. Okay, This is the synopsis of resume of Irvin F. Stride, who apparently lived on Motter Avenue in Frederick, Maryland. Job objective, maintenance or mechanical position in research library. So from 1951 to the present, whenever this little resume was originally done, he was working in the U.S. Army Biological Laboratories at Fort Detrick, and some other jobs he was in. He was in the Army. He worked for American Airlines. He worked for American Airlines in LaGuardia Airport, Long Island, New York, 1939 to 1943. So he was, there's some things that are on here you would never, ever, ever, ever put on a resume today, because it would be illegal for somebody to ask you these things, and thus you wouldn't even volunteer it, but it's here. So this gentleman was apparently born in 1915 in Frederick, Maryland. He was 5'7" and weighed 160 pounds. Got married in 1945, so that tells me he was 30 when he got married. He has 2 children who are no longer dependent, so that's important. His health is good, no physical limitations. Finances, good order, no debts, own car, and travel trailer. He likes camping, hiking, model building, and photography. And then there's some, for amplification, see following. And these are just kind of more things about different jobs that he had, kind of just more clarification on the jobs. And then there's 3 references here. Mr. Harold W. Young, and then address, Mr. Edgar Larson, and Mr. Peter Demchak. They all live in Frederick. I'm gonna hold this up. There is, I'm not sure if this paper originally was this color. You can see like there's definite aging mark kind of right there, because the back of the paper is like a whitish cream, but the front is definitely a beige. And yeah, I mean, I have no idea what I'm going to do with this, but like, it's really interesting to me. So, so 1915, this gentleman certainly has passed on. What I might do, there's a phone number that's here. I might try calling the phone number to see if, I mean, you know, it could be a family home and they still have the same phone number. Who knows? See if I can find who this gentleman, if I can find out who he, you know, who his relatives are, I would give this back to them, but otherwise I'm not sure what I'll do with it. Okay, putting that to the side. So then I got this book, Senior Girl Scouting. It's, you know, the cover itself, not crazy exciting, but, you know, not super boring either. I'm flipping this open. Look at that on the inside. Isn't that fun? So this originally was $1, apparently. Copyright 1945 and 1952 by the Girl Scouts of the United States of America. All right, so I mean, look at how adorable. How adorable. And I just kind of, you know, randomly flip. We've got these cute little cutie pie little things here. So this is going to be a gift for a coworker. Her name is Christy, and she is a lifelong Girl Scout. She has children who are involved in scouting. She was involved in scouting, you know, all the way through. And I'm going to make something for her using this as a base. I'm pulling something that I had previously. Now this is a more modern, like junior Girl Scouts scouting book, and there are, I don't know if it has like the year here, probably not. I'm not seeing one, but there are all kinds of like little tabs here for like different badges, and you know, this is very, very colorful. And I'm gonna have to figure out exactly how I want to do this. I mean, I'm not sure if I want to use this as the base or if I want to use this as the base. Just gonna take something out here, just kind of opening this up. This one here is a 3-ring binder. All right, so these are just some stickers that are here, and I'm not folding it perfectly in half, but yeah, so if I have whatever is here in half, then I can utilize this. Again, I'm not sure which way I'm going to do it, whether I'm going to have this as like the full thing or this is the full thing. Either way, it's going to be cool when I make this. I think she's really going to love what I do. And then whatever stuff is left, then I will use it for like other types of projects. But this one here, this is something that I already had, and what's kind of neat is this is like magnetized, so that kind of closes up. All right, let's put this over here. This book is for girls grades 4 through 5, and apparently is $22.50. I think I bought this for like $2 or $3. Let's put that to the side. Okay, I'm more than halfway through. Everything else should be pretty quick. Okay, so this little sign type thing for universal blood and body fluid precautions. There was like a package. It was like plastic wrapped that was already open, and they were selling it for 95 cents. And then when I went to the counter, I said, look, I just want one. Like, I am willing to pay 95 cents for like one, and then you can have the rest of the pack. And they're like, oh, just pull one out and we'll give it to you for free. Well, I thought I pulled one out, but apparently I got two. Not sure what I'm going to do with the second one, but maybe I'll glue them like back to back or something, and then have that as like a page for, I want to use this for my coronavirus journal, right? Even though it's not coronavirus specific, but it talks about universal precautions, and yeah, so that's what that's for. So I went to a grocery store in between, and I got this Bay journal, and this has the story about outdoor education, environmental education during COVID. So I'm going to utilize whatever is from that. Maybe some other stuff I'll pull out of here, but it was a freebie. This was also a free magazine. It's kind of like a health food oriented magazine, but there's stuff that I can utilize out of here. This was also a free magazine, this sort of good health magazine. And then this was not free. Taproot, which is a magazine for makers, doers, and dreamers. So it's a crafting type magazine, but with like a natural products sort of orientation. It has pretty pictures in it that I will utilize, so there's that. Okay, so that's the stuff that I got from the bookstore. Here's the stuff that I got from Ollie's. They had this washable disappearing purple glue, 3 of the really big sticks for $3 each. So, and I use these for, like, you know, gluing together papers to make art journals. and I got 3 packs of these. I've never seen this before. This was $4. It's from Sharpie. They are highlighters, but it was kind of Sharpie ink highlighter. It has a little gauge so you can tell how much is left in your Sharpie. That's really cool. I hope it works. I've never used these before, but I got those. Okay. And so that's what I got from Ollie's. And then I got a few things from Joann Fabrics. I got some distress oxides, some colors I needed to have. I got this Tim Holtz ticket book. And you can see it's like various ticket designs, vintage looking, kind of cardstock sort of. And I was like, oh, I'm kind of liking that. And then the last thing I got 2 different kinds. It's called linen tape. And there's 2 rolls, 3 yards each. And I'm holding that up so you can sort of see the designs. And I have never used linen tape before. I'm guessing it's basically similar to washi. Washi is paper-based. This is linen, cloth-based. It says adhesive-backed textured material displaying a vintage pattern or imagery. We'll give that a try. Anyhow, so thanks so much if you stuck around with me for this long. Hey, if you like this, hit the like button, subscribe. Tell me what's your favorite part. I mean, I got a lot of really cool stuff. I can't quite pick what's, and Karma's coming over to say hi, as he does in a lot of my videos. I'm not sure what is my favorite, but if you have a favorite, let me know. I love doing these haul videos with you. I really got some pretty cool stuff. Keep your eyes open. You never know what you're gonna find. And just have fun with everything, right? Life should be fun. I'm gonna close by saying I'm wearing my Bridges of Madison County. Did you know that the bridges, it's a real place? Like there are, I think it's 6 different bridges that are in Iowa. Just if you've read the movie, if you've read the book, seen the movie, they're real places. So I've been there. It's beautiful. If you ever have a chance to go, about an hour outside of Des Moines, it's worth it. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I hope to be going back to Iowa soon for a conference in October, November, and I plan to do some haul, going antiquing out there, because you know you get different things in different parts of the country. So have a great day, and I will see you soon. Much love to everybody. Okay, thank you.